Okay, this is the default that we get when we start up OBS. You get just a scene. There's nothing to transition to, so if I click this, it doesn't go to anything. But let's go ahead and set up an intro and outro. I'm just going to call this intro scene, intro, and then in it, I'm going to add a source. And in source, this is where all the good stuff is. First things first, don't add any audio stuff. There's certain audio that's already there by default, such as the microphone and such as the system screen. But let's do a display capture. I'm going to say this, I'm going to call this the 1080. Whoops, 1080p capture. Of course, you can call it whatever you want. That's my big screen. I don't want that. I want my other screen, which is this one. This is that telescoping effect that you get when you're showing OBS on the screen that you're actually producing to. So it's a little weird. And you can even see our first transition. We can go from the blank screen to this one. Ta-da! There we go. All right, so we have our intro started. We have our capture. And then I'm going to add another thing. Let's see here. We want to add a media source. And this is going to be our actual intro video. Click on Browse, and then go out to where you have your stuff stored. I have a Twitch directory itself. Click on Intro, and I'm going to click on this video that I've set up already. And I'm going to leave loop off because it's just an intro video. So when it ends, I want it to end, and I want to move into, I want to be there to transition to the actual content. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to actually remove this from here. We'll re-add that on our main scene in just a second here. Let's add video capture, window capture. Window capture does a specific window, but I want the whole thing, display. I want the whole display because it's just easier. So now that I've added that once, I can just click it and boom, that'll add it to the scene. So now, if I want to start with the intro, it starts playing. You can see the audio here, good to go, and you can control that autonomous of anything else right here. If you click in here, go to advanced properties, you can see where those tracks are. We looked at that a little earlier, where those play out to, and you can pick which ones you don't want it to play out to. So right now that's active. You can see that playing. The audio in this particular situation for a video that you're playing, an MP4, doesn't play back through the monitor. You can, however, set that in, oops, go back to here. You can say monitor off or monitor on. So if I do monitor and output, it would then play this back into my headphones or whatever that I'm using locally for this particular video. Otherwise, this plays only directly into the actual feed that's being streamed right here into the program. All right, let's set up the outro video now. Media source, outro video. And then browse. We'll go out here, go to outro, pick that, open it, and boom, we are set. Now, one other thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up the Be Right Back screen. And in that, we'll do the same thing. It's a media source. And then we'll just call that Be Right Back video. And then we'll go find that. And the one difference here, since when I take a quick break, I don't always know how long it's going to last, so I've set it up so that this video is set up to specifically be used to loop. Click loop, okay, and you're good to go. So now, if I'm in the intro and it's playing as it is, and then when the intro starts or when I want the intro to stop and things to start, I click on fade to black and then transition, or you can just transition because it does like a fade cut like this. Oops. And then this is happening. Let's say I'm coding or doing something like that, and then I click fade and the Be Right Back screen pops up. And I have that set up where it's just this plain thing, but then it goes into this, and then it goes back and forth, and it can continuously do that and just seem like a nice smooth video It's got some nice audio music that's just kind of super chill, and it just continues looping back and forth like that. So it's a great way to set up a Be Right Back video.